Hey, what is up, everybody? Here's Matt once again. Today we're gonna be rooting Sidney. Super interesting machine. I liked it. It is not that hard though. It's just we need a little bit of like investigation skills, and I think the author of the CDF gave some hints that are actually in the VulnHub like page. But yes. Anyway, let us begin. And I'll frame my nmap scan. As always, tag pn to tell nmap the host is already up and running. Tag sv that will perform a service version scan. That will add this column to detect the version, the exact version. Dash p dash that will scan effectively the whole range of ports that are available, which is well, from 1 to 65,535. Well, there's a C appended to it. The whole flag is another dash SC that will run some default scripts. Like depending on every service we detect. For example, for HTTP service, you will run several scripts, more than just two. But in this case, it just detected like two things, which are the title and the server header, right? And T5 that will make it faster. Here the $T means that I've defined a variable T with my target IP, and then ON just to save it into an nmap general file, right? I mean a general file on the nmap directory. Oh, sorry. Cool. So we can head to the website and we can look at this. So back for more. Are you? Give Ben Danglish a call. I'm sure he's know the login. I don't know who this guy is, but I definitely want to save the name. Maybe we need it in the future. Ben and Danglish, just separate it. And it says Commodore 64 still ready. And there's an image, Commodore 64 is already. Here's an email. I mean, some CDFs have like these things in common. I mean, not in common, but like into account. Sometimes. Anyways, I think this is not the case, but we can start fuzzing. I'm gonna be using the syntax. I'm gonna be using ffuf tag c for colored output, tag u for URL, then HTTP, my IP, and fuzz. That will be the keyword to specify where do we want the words at, right? So the word list is from their buster, word lists, directory list 2.3 medium, and 200. And we can wait a bit, and we can actually start looking at the source code. And here we discover a folder which is Commodore 65, so let us go there right away. It says Commodore 64, not 65. Yeah, actually this tool will find it as well, but we'll wait. And it says, will you go away? I'm trying to press play on tape and you bother me, kid. We say Commodore 64 Basic V2 RAM system, and well, basically I do not know. I mean, I didn't know what Commodore 65 was. One hint from the author was that we should actually look that up on Google and open a Wikipedia page, and we can do indeed, right? So well, if you keep this running, you will see the Commodore 64 because I saw it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stop it and fuzz from there, right? So Commodore 64, from here fuzz. And we see several redirections, 301 redirection and 200 code. So let me add a -r for redirects. So we have, and actually, just for commodity, let us use filter code photo 3. I'm not interested in that. So 200 index.html at PHP readme. Let us check that out. Well, in the meantime, let me switch my network adapter and check that Commodore 64. Let me open that up. And it says, let's just read the first line. It says the Commodore 64, also known as the C64, is an 8-bit home computer introduced in January 1982 by Commodore International. Home computer. Okay, looks like a keyboard, something like that. And here, where were we? Here. So readme for PHPFM, a file manager, right? That is interesting. With that in mind, we can start looking for let me switch back. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we have a login, but let me check this first. Okay, sure, well, let me check the source code. Oh, look at that, we have some comments. It says added by Rob Hubbard. I want to add that as well. Nano users, there you go. Password is the C64 sound chip lowercase. 3 letters, 4 digits, no space. Instead, show user proper micro. Well, I don't know. It's like also known as the C64. It says sound chip lowercase. Let me sound. Sound, maybe here. Like sound chip. SID. Oh, look at that. So the sound chip was changed to use the MOS 8580 chip. And here it says 3 letters .mos, and it says the sound chip lowercase. So I'm pretty sure it's mouse, right? Like, and there 1 2 3 4 5, like this, right? So how can we create like in an easily way a world list like that? What I try to do is use Crunch. Crunch is a super handy tool that will allow you to create some word list based on criteria you specify, just like it says. So you can use, for example, help. Actually, you gotta check demand pages, and it says minimum length, maximum length, char set string, right? And do we have an option to output it? Tag O for output. So we can do something like this. So crunch, I want 4 and 4. I mean, I want from 0000 to 9999, right? So 4 4 and 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I will create a word list like that, and I'm gonna be putting it to numbers easily. So numbers, add numbers from 000 to tail from 9999, right? Now from here, I'm not really sure if there's a way to add mouse to the beginning of each one of those with crunch, but an easy way is just use a for loop, like in a one-liner. So for I and add numbers, then do something which is echo mouse and then each number, and save it into word list. Done, and that will do it. Add word list, so like that. LCL. We have 10,000 possible passwords. Add word list. Cool. And well, we had. Oh, right. So we have a file manager in here. PHP-FM 0.23. Search Bloid PHP-FM. And we do have an arbitrary file upload. Let me read that first. Examine. It says PHP is prone to an arbitrary file upload vulnerability. An attacker can exploit this vulnerability to upload arbitrary code and execute it in the context of the web server process. This may facilitate unauthorized access or privilege escalation. Other attacks are also possible. File upload name, files. Right. I mean, that is authenticated. Like, I have to have access here to upload some kind of backdoor, PHP backdoor to the system and execute this command from there. So I'm gonna be opening the inspect page and go to the network. I'm gonna be sending a sample request so that I can catch like the request parameters. I can go here, request. Now look at that. I mean, it's not being sent like we are used to, but we have some fields in here which are input username, input password, and path, which is empty, so we shouldn't be worrying too much about it. So we can use Hydra and I'll list like users and password. I mean, if we have 3 possible users, we have 30,000 combinations, right? So password and word list like that, and from here I'm going to be using my IP and then HTTP post form, and then here I'm going to specify how the request is done. So I need to do this first field is always like the location of the page, then a colon, then I need to specify input username, and I can use the keyword user. Oh, sorry. And then an ampersand to concatenate it, and input password. Right? Input password equals, again, a keyword for pass. Word is pass. And that's it. The other field is empty, so we don't need to worry about it. And then, well, there is no such a message with wrong credentials or something, but we do know that if we don't have it right, like the page reloads and we see the same message, so that'll work. I'm pretty sure that in case we got the right credentials, this will disappear and we will be redirected to the dashboard or something like that. So I can do this. This is the message that will differentiate every request, and I can close quotes and specify F because I want Hydra to stop whenever we hit a valid combination, and I want it to be verbose as well, and I want it to be using 30 threads. I think that's a good one for the CTF. So let us go with that. We'll see if we got luck. And I'm gonna be pausing the video because I'm not really sure how long does this take to find the combination. So I'll see you later. Okay guys, so we're back. It found a password, a valid combination here, so we have Mo6518. So let me go with that. Rob Hubbard. Hubbard. Go. Drop a bird. Yep. Let me remove it from here. And there you go. We are inside. We do have access to the file system. We have a 200 GIF, index.html, .bag.php, readme. We do have some options. If you take a look at here, the left corner, we have an action: edit, rename, download, delete. So that looks promising, right? I mean, that index.php must be this one. And if I go, for example, includes, I don't know, whatever, I can, I don't know, for example, this one, right? Leave file.php. So I can go to rename it. And instead of this, I can have, well, let me go first in there. So we have this, and we have in CL, and then leave file.php, right? Like this. And error opening file or invalid file name. Let me see that first. That in INCL. Yeah, I think so though. So let me go ahead and again, and I don't know, let me try something here. Echo system, and here get, and then cmd. So save and exit, and cmd equals id. Nope, that is not working. Is it in INCL? Yes. INCL. Once again. I don't know what's going on. Let me try again. I'm pretty sure this works. So let us go to conf. I think I actually did this one. Let me check docs better. Because I can, for example, docs. What was it? Change log.txt. That way I'll know it works, and I can create a new file, which is changelog.php. That's because I want. And here I can edit it. And I can PHP, and then echo hi. Save and exit. Changelog.php. There you go. We have options to see the code. So let me edit it once again. Now I can do this again. So cmd, save and exit. Then I can cmd equals id. I think that was the reason it didn't work. I think I just specified an ampersand here, and I actually had to do this anyways. So we do have remote command execution now, and I want to go grab a reverse shell right now. So reverse shell python payload all the things and wired connection. So can go there and get the code. Let me check if we do have Python first. Like which Python? Well, Python. Let me I'm back in here because I was not in the Python 3. We do have Python 3. So let me copy this one and come up here and use this. So 192, 168, 56, 101, 4242. That will work. And instead of Python 3, and that worked. So we have a reversal. Let me stabilize it, like def null c bash, script def null c bash, then Control Z to suspend it, sty raw minus echo, then fg to foreground, reset x term, and then I want to export term as x term so that I can Control C whatever process I want to exit from, and Control L to clean it, right? So I can ls Commodore. Yeah, well, what else? Let me check. Grab how many users do we have in here? I have a R Hubbard. So I like to try if we can actually reuse the password. So ma6518 Sue R Hubbard. This one, and there you go, it worked. Now sudo tag L password, and well, I can execute everything as every user. So sudo su root. There you go. So we're root now. So we can go to the root directory at, let me lsla home. Okay, there is no user flag, but we do have a hint gif, right? So I'm gonna be honest, I transferred that hint back to my machine and it was a simple image, so it doesn't, it's not worth it. Let me just go back to my Commodore 64 hidden directory, as you can see here. Now we have a Miami and we have a Vice folder. So let us go in there. Remember, this is a trick just to specify the very last argument of the last command. So that is effectively .miami/vice. And we have here flag.c. Let me remove that. That's kind of a spoiler. That's because of the machine. So we have this, which I don't know what it is. Empty. And we have a flag.zip. It's a zip archive. We can unzip it with flag like this, but it asks for a password, right? So we will need to transfer it to my machine so that I can crack the hash, right? So I'm gonna be transferring it with netcat on port 6666 and saving it into a flag that wasn't right. Yeah. Or SSH to John. No. Zip to John. I don't think it anyway. No. So I can plug that zip and send it to dev TCP 192.168.56.101 over port 6666. And there you go. Now we have it. We can try to unzip flag. Asks for a password. So let me use zip to John flag. Right, that will give us a hash, and I can redirect it to hash. So with that, I'm gonna be using John like this, hash and world list, which is RockU. Now look at that, it just gives us the password right away. So let me unzip it now with 38911. It gives us a flag.d64, which is a d64 image. I don't know how to run it, how to see it, different from passing strings to it, right? So you can do strings, and well, it's kind of weird, but it has some sense, right? So I see the ASCII text is after a curly bracket, so I can, for example, grab for this symbol, and well, that makes more sense now. So congratulations, well done once more on getting the flag. VulnHub first 664, one which I hope you enjoyed. I did. Hope you guys too. Shoutouts to VulnHub, special goes to Rasta Mouse for testing and Godmake for hosting. I only know Rasta Mouse from those guys. So yes, that's it. That's it for today. I hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you later with another walkthrough. Thank you very much for joining.